All right, if you guys want to create a lid, one of the things that you can do is actually cut an edge down here using a tool like this. When I started doing that on mine, my walls got a little bit too thin, and then I worry that if students are doing that, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're going to try something different. What you'll do for the lid is actually make another pinch pot, but instead of keeping your hands straight up, we're going to flatten them out so it makes kind of like a little plate, and you just want to make sure it's curved. So I'm going to continue pinching my walls with my duck fingers, making sure that my edges are even. I can tap this one on the table too, but you just keep pinching until it fits your pinch pot, and it's actually going to sit inside of it, and I'll show you what we're going to do to make sure it doesn't fall down. So we do want it a little bit larger to start off with, and then you're going to let it get leather hard, and if you guys want to apply texture to it, you can, or you can leave it smooth. In order to keep it from falling, what we're going to do is roll coils. So you just roll it in the palm of your hand. I want 3 of them that are the same size. I already cut one edge, so I'm just going to put them next to each other. So now I have 3 coils. So in order to make sure that this sits inside, so it's going to look like this on the edge. It's not going to sit on top of it, because then we have to do a little bit different method to make sure that it doesn't slide. If it's inward and sits like this, then it's not going to slide back and forth. So I'm going to take these coils and attach them to the inside of the pot. So I'm going to make sure that my lid, if I know I want it to sit down about this far, I'm going to score it, attach a little bit of slip, and then you don't have to do that to the coil. I'm going to show you guys why. Okay, I'm going to make sure that my lid, when it's resting on that coil, is where I want it, and then I'm going to press down. So what I'm going to do is just on the bottom, press down my coil. And then I'm going to smooth it out on both sides. Take a paintbrush, with a little bit of water on it, and smooth out that edge. And then I'm going to take my finger or even the paintbrush and just kind of give myself a little flat edge. What that does is it just creates a lip on the inside for that top to sit on. So I'm going to attach 3 of those. So when I take my lid and I lay it over the top, it can't go anywhere. It's going to stay right there. So that being said, we want to make sure that this top, you can add texture to it if you want to, but we want to make it smooth. For those of you that are really attached to having your lid line up with the exterior, obviously this one would need to be a little bit bigger. So if you want it to line up like that, what you would do is along the same lines, use a coil, and then we're going to press it into the side, scoring and slipping. I'm just kind of zooming through this video. So now when we lay that over the top, it can't shift back and forth and fall off. It still is a little less stable than if it's inset inside of your pinch pot. But those are 2 methods for you guys to do your lid. And then you'll want to create a handle on this, whether you're scoring and slipping, whether you're adding a piece of clay like we did the foot. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to pull this on and off.